Ryan Gosling is not just a handsome face. He is the result of a series of aesthetic and behavioral decisions that 99% of men ignore, and that is exactly why he stands there while the majority remains invisible. The difference between a man who commands respect and one who begs for attention comes down to 37 specific details. Details so subtle that most men dismiss them as irrelevant. Details that the world's most powerful men have mastered in silence. While mediocre men chase trends and follow influences, elite men understand something fundamental. True power lies in precision, not performance, in restraint, not exhibition, in details that whisper authority rather than shout desperation. Recent research from the Royal Society demonstrates that upper body strength accounts for most variance in male attractiveness. But here lies the revelation. It is not about having the biggest muscles in the room. It is about presenting what you have with surgical precision. These 37 details are not suggestions. They are prerequisites for being taken seriously in the world of elite men. Master them and doors open. Ignore them and remain invisible. If you want to transform elegance into tangible power and success, subscribe to this channel and activate that notification bell, because what follows will separate you from the masses forever. Detail number 1. The authority of absolute posture. Harvey Specter does not sit, he positions himself. Because he understands that every gesture communicates status, even in silence. Your posture is your first statement of intent. Stand as if you own the ground beneath your feet, not as if you are borrowing it. Shoulders back, chest forward, head aligned with your spine. This is not arrogance. This is occupying your rightful space. Studies confirm that confident body language makes men appear up to 20% more attractive. But attractiveness is just the surface benefit. The deeper advantage is respect. People defer to men who carry themselves with earned authority. Practice the wall test, back, shoulders, and head touching the surface. Step forward and maintain that alignment. This becomes your default position, not something you remember to do, but something you cannot forget. A man of class enters quietly and dominates the environment. The other enters speaking loudly and gets ignored. Do you want to be treated like a man of value, or just appear like one? Detail number 2. The precision of power handshakes. Your handshake is a contract. A weak grip promises weakness. An aggressive crush promises insecurity, masked as dominance. The perfect handshake promises competence without explanation, web-to-web contact, firm pressure that matches their energy, 2 to 3 controlled pumps, eye contact that does not waver. This 15-second interaction establishes your position in every hierarchy. In our digital age, the handshake remains analog truth. It cannot be filtered, edited, or enhanced. It is pure communication of character, and character determines everything. Tom Ford once said that details make perfection, and perfection is not a detail. Your handshake is where this philosophy begins. But physical precision means nothing without olfactory intelligence. Detail number 3. The sophistication of signature scent. Scent is memory incarnate. When chosen correctly, your fragrance becomes your invisible calling card. Lingering in rooms after you leave, embedded in the memory of everyone you encounter. The mediocre man treats cologne like deodorant. More must be better. The sophisticated man understands that quality fragrance whispers presence, never announces desperation. Choose one signature scent and make it yours exclusively. Apply to pulse points, wrists, neck, behind the ears. 2 applications maximum. Let people lean closer to notice it, not retreat from assault. Your scent should be discovered, not declared. Pierce Brosnan never enters a room with his cologne preceding him. He arrives, and his presence is slowly revealed through layers of sophistication, scent being just one element of a carefully orchestrated impression. Detail number 4. The discipline of flawless grooming. Grooming separates gentlemen from boys pretending to be men. But we are not discussing basic hygiene. That is the bare minimum for civilized society. We are discussing precision grooming that signals attention to detail in every aspect of life. Your nose hairs should be trimmed weekly. Your ears should be clean enough for close inspection. Your eyebrows should be two distinct features, not a forest growing above your eyes. Your fingernails should be trimmed, filed, and clean enough to handle fine documents. According to recent surveys, unkempt nails rank among the top grooming failures that repel sophisticated women. Because if you cannot maintain your hands, how can you be trusted with anything important? These details cost nothing financially, but communicate everything socially. They signal that you hold yourself to high standards, which suggests you will hold others to equally high standards. Mad Men understood this principle perfectly. Every character's grooming reflected their position in the hierarchy. Don Draper never had a hair out of place because men in his position cannot afford imperfection. Detail number 5. The architecture of perfect fit. Poorly fitting clothes are the fastest way to communicate that you do not belong in sophisticated circles. The difference between looking adequate and looking exceptional often comes down to tailoring precision. Your clothing should complement your body, not fight against it. Shoulders should lie flat without pulling or gathering. Sleeves should end precisely at your wrist bone. Trouser length should create a slight break over your shoes. Never pooling, never exposing ankle. Here lies the secret that separates men of means from men of pretense. A perfectly tailored $500 suit will always surpass a poorly fitted $3,000 garment. Fit trumps fabric, construction trumps brand names. Elite men understand that their clothing is architecture for their body. Every line, every proportion, every measurement serves the greater design of presenting themselves as men worthy of respect. How many opportunities have you lost because your clothes communicated carelessness instead of competence? Detail number 6. The strategy of sleeve precision. When you roll your sleeves, you reveal more than forearms. You reveal intentionality. Proper sleeve adjustment transforms any outfit from casual to deliberately stylish. The technique: fold twice for clean presentation. The final cuff should rest just below your elbow, exposing your forearms while maintaining structured appearance. This subtle adjustment suggests capability, strength, and attention to aesthetic details. Women notice forearms more than most men realize. Not for sexual reasons, but for competence signals. Exposed forearms suggest a man ready to handle business, comfortable with physical engagement, confident in his capabilities. This minor adjustment separates men who dress from men who present themselves. Detail number 7. The power of controlled eye contact. Eye contact is not staring, it is connecting with intention. The difference separates confident men from aggressive ones, engaging personalities from invasive ones. The technique: look into their eyes as if determining eye color. Hold contact for 3 to 5 seconds, then break naturally. Repeat throughout conversation, creating rhythm that maintains interest without creating discomfort. In Suits, Harvey Specter never breaks eye contact first during negotiations. Not because he is trying to dominate, but because he is genuinely interested in the person across from him. His confidence allows him to be present without agenda. Eye contact communicates 3 things simultaneously: confidence in yourself, interest in them, and respect for the interaction. Master this, and you master the foundation of all powerful communication. Detail number 8. The art of strategic listening. Elite men do not wait for their turn to speak. They listen to understand, then respond with precision. They ask follow-up questions that demonstrate genuine attention. They remember details from previous conversations and reference them appropriately. In our notification-obsessed culture, giving someone complete attention is revolutionary. Put your phone away completely. Face them with your entire body. Respond to what they actually said. not what you planned to say next. This level of attention is rare and therefore valuable. It makes you memorable for the right reasons, not because you dominated the conversation, but because you elevated it. George Clooney built his reputation partly on being an exceptional listener. People leave conversations with him feeling heard, valued, and more interesting than when they arrived. This creates loyalty that money cannot purchase. Detail number 9. The confidence of purposeful movement. How you move through space communicates your relationship with the world. Elite men move with destination, not haste. They take up appropriate space without apology, but never dominate unnecessarily. Walk as if you have somewhere important to be, but you are not desperate to arrive. Sit as if the chair was designed for you. Stand as if you have every right to occupy that exact position. This controlled confidence attracts others because it suggests stability and self-assurance. People gravitate toward men who seem comfortable in their own skin and space. The alternative is obvious in any upscale restaurant or business meeting. Men who fidget, adjust, and apologize for their physical presence. They telegraph insecurity through every movement. Detail number 10. The magnetism of genuine expression. Your smile should be earned, not automatic. The difference between authentic expression and people-pleasing grimace determines whether people trust your other communications. A genuine smile engages your entire face, creating slight lines around your eyes and lifting your expression naturally. Practice this in private until it becomes reflexive in appropriate moments. Elite men smile when they feel genuine pleasure, appreciation, or connection. They do not smile to please others or diffuse tension they should address directly. This authenticity makes their positive expressions valuable. When they smile, people know it means something. Detail number 11. The intelligence of appropriate humor. Humor is not about being the funniest person in the room. It is about reading the room with precision and adding value through intelligent levity. The best humor demonstrates intelligence without showing off. It eases tension without avoiding important conversations. It connects people without excluding anyone. Self-deprecating humor works only when deployed from a position of established competence. Men who mock themselves from weakness appear weak. Men who gently mock themselves from strength appear approachable. Timing matters more than content. A perfectly timed, gentle observation beats an elaborately crafted joke delivered at the wrong moment. Johannes Huebel masters this balance. His humor enhances conversations without dominating them, creates connections without seeking attention. Detail number 12. The wisdom of strategic silence. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can communicate is nothing at all. Strategic silence creates space for others to reveal themselves while positioning you as thoughtful rather than reactive. Allow natural pauses in conversation. Let others fill uncomfortable silence. People often reveal more in quiet moments than in active discussion. Your comfort with silence demonstrates confidence and creates intrigue. It suggests you have nothing to prove and plenty to consider. In Billions, Bobby Axelrod uses silence as a negotiation tool. He lets others talk until they reveal their positions, their weaknesses, their true intentions. Silence becomes intelligence gathering. Do you fill every pause because you are confident or because you are nervous? Detail number 13. The foundation of physical competence. Physical fitness is not about achieving perfection. It is about respecting yourself enough to maintain your most important asset. Your body carries your mind, your ambitions, your entire life experience. Regular exercise improves posture, enhances mood, increases energy, and demonstrates self-discipline to everyone who observes you. The gym is where you build not just muscle, but mental resilience and physical confidence. Elite men understand that their body is their first and most important suit. It requires tailoring through consistent effort and attention to detail. You do not need to look like a fitness model. You need to look like a man who takes care of himself and expects others to do the same. Detail number 14. The precision of oral excellence. Your mouth is your communication headquarters. Poor dental hygiene can destroy the most expensive wardrobe, the most refined manners, the most intelligent conversation. Brush twice daily with quality toothpaste. Floss every evening without exception. Use mouthwash to maintain fresh breath throughout the day. Consider professional whitening to ensure your smile enhances rather than detracts from your presentation. Studies show that men with bright, healthy smiles are perceived as more successful, more trustworthy, and more attractive. Your smile is one of your most powerful tools. Maintain it like the asset it is. Elite men understand that every detail of their appearance either adds to or subtracts from their total presentation. There is no neutral ground. Detail number 15. The sophistication of quality accessories. Accessories should complement your outfit, not compete for attention. One exceptional piece surpasses 5 mediocre ones every time. A quality watch, a wedding ring if married, perhaps a pocket square for formal occasions. Choose pieces that enhance your style without overwhelming it. Your accessories should start conversations, not end them with excessive display. The key principle is restraint. Less is more, but better is everything. In Mad Men, notice how Don Draper accessorizes, minimally but perfectly. His watch, his lighter, his pen. Each piece serves a function while adding to his overall sophistication. Elite men use accessories to signal attention to detail, not to advertise their wealth. Detail number 16. The discipline of facial hair precision. Whether clean-shaven or bearded, precision separates gentlemen from boys. Every line should be intentional, every length consistent, every edge clean. For beards, trim regularly with professional tools, oil daily to maintain healthy appearance, shape weekly to preserve clean lines. For clean faces, use proper shaving technique with quality products and appropriate post-shave care. Both choices communicate intentionality when executed properly. The choice matters less than the execution quality. Tom Ford maintains his appearance with surgical precision because he understands that every visual detail either reinforces or undermines his reputation for excellence. Your face is your first impression. Make every impression count. Detail number 17. The mastery of perfect timing. Elite men understand timing in all its forms. When to arrive, when to leave, when to speak, when to remain silent. They arrive punctually without seeming desperate. They leave conversations while still engaging, creating desire for continued connection. Timing demonstrates respect for others and confidence in yourself. It shows that your time has value and you recognize the value of others' time. Master timing and you master social dynamics. Fail at timing and even perfect execution of everything else becomes irrelevant. How many opportunities have you missed because your timing was off by just a few minutes? Detail number 18. The strength of authentic vulnerability. True strength is not hiding your humanity, it is sharing it with strategic precision. Elite men are not perfect. They are authentically excellent. They acknowledge mistakes, admit growth areas, and show appropriate emotion when circumstances warrant it. This controlled vulnerability creates connection because it demonstrates confidence. Only truly secure men can afford to show occasional insecurity. It makes you relatable without becoming weak. The balance requires constant calibration, vulnerable enough to be human, strong enough to be dependable. George Clooney exemplifies this balance perfectly. He shares enough humanity to be approachable while maintaining enough mystery to remain intriguing. Detail number 19. The consistency of character standards. Your private standards determine your public performance. Do you maintain your living space with the same attention you give your public appearance? Do you keep commitments to yourself with the same seriousness you apply to business obligations? These private victories build public confidence. When you know you handle details well in private, you approach public challenges with earned self-assurance. Character is built in moments no one witnesses, but it shows in every moment everyone sees. Elite men maintain consistent standards because they understand that excellence is a habit, not an event. Detail number 20, the authority of voice control. Your voice carries more influence than your words. Speak from your diaphragm, not your throat. Lower your pitch naturally without artificial manipulation. Vary your pace and volume to maintain interest and emphasize important points. End statements with falling intonation to communicate confidence. Rising intonation makes statements sound like questions, undermining your authority before you finish speaking. Your voice is your invisible presence in every room. Make it command respect rather than request permission. In Suits, Harvey Specter never raises his voice to gain authority. His controlled, measured delivery makes people lean in to listen rather than back away from volume. Detail number 21. The reliability of absolute commitment. If you say you will call, call. If you promise to be somewhere, arrive early. If you commit to delivering something, exceed the expectation. In a culture where flaking has become normal, reliability becomes exceptional. People notice who they can count on consistently. Be that person in every interaction. Small commitments kept build trust for larger commitments offered. Your word becomes your most valuable currency. Elite men understand that their reputation is built one kept promise at a time. They guard that reputation more carefully than their bank accounts. Detail number 22. The generosity of strategic compliments. Genuine compliments are one of the fastest ways to be perceived as more attractive and socially sophisticated. But they must be specific and authentic. Generic compliments feel manipulative. Specific compliments feel valuable. Notice something real about the person and comment on it thoughtfully. Their effort, their choice, their skill, their insight. Make the compliment about them, not about what you want from them. This generosity of attention costs nothing but creates wealth in relationships. Pierce Brosnan built much of his charm on this principle. He makes others feel more interesting than they thought they were. Detail number 23. The mastery of emotional regulation. Elite men feel emotions completely but express them appropriately. They do not explode in anger or collapse in disappointment. They process feelings and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This emotional intelligence creates safety for others. People trust you with their emotions because you handle your own with skill and precision. Emotional regulation is not suppression, it is mastery. The difference determines whether you lead conversations or get controlled by them. Detail number 24. The finesse of social navigation. Know how to work a room without appearing to work the room. Enter with quiet confidence, acknowledge appropriate people naturally, engage genuinely, and exit gracefully. Read social dynamics accurately. Understand when someone wants to end a conversation. Respect boundaries while maintaining friendly engagement. Social finesse makes you welcome in any environment because you add value without creating discomfort. In Mad Men, watch how Don Draper navigates office parties and client dinners. He engages meaningfully without appearing desperate for attention or approval. Detail number 25. The elegance of table excellence. How you eat communicates more about your background and attention to detail than almost any other observable behavior. Proper table manners signal respect, sophistication, and social awareness. Wait for everyone to be served before beginning. Chew with your mouth closed. Engage in conversation between bites. Use utensils correctly without calling attention to your technique. These skills become automatic with practice and separate you immediately in business dinners, social events, and romantic encounters. Good manners never go out of style because they demonstrate respect for others and mastery of yourself. Detail number 26. The intelligence of color coordination. Multiple studies confirm that wearing red increases attractiveness to the opposite sex, but color intelligence extends far beyond single color choices. Understand which colors complement your skin tone specifically. Learn basic color theory to coordinate outfits that work together harmoniously rather than compete for attention. Your color choices communicate personality and demonstrate visual intelligence. They show that you understand how appearance affects perception. Tom Ford built his entire brand on understanding that color choices are never accidental. They are strategic decisions that support or undermine everything else you are trying to communicate. Detail number 27. The confidence of clear boundaries. Elite men know their limits and communicate them clearly without apology. They say no when appropriate, yes when they mean it, and request more time when they need additional information. Boundaries demonstrate self-respect and earn respect from others. People appreciate knowing exactly where they stand with you rather than guessing your position. Clear boundaries create healthier relationships because they eliminate confusion and resentment. You dress like someone who wants respect or like someone who wants attention. Detail number 28. The strength of character consistency. Be the same person in private and public, with friends and strangers, when winning and when facing challenges. Character consistency builds trust because people know what to expect from you regardless of circumstances. Your values should remain constant regardless of convenience or audience. This reliability makes you a safe person to be around and do business with. Character is who you are when no one is watching, but it shows in everything you do when everyone is watching. Detail number 29. The magnetism of passionate purpose. Nothing attracts respect like a man who knows what he wants and pursues it with intelligent intensity. Your passion does not need to change the world, it just needs to be genuinely yours. Whether career, hobby, or cause, pursue it with excellence. Let your enthusiasm be infectious without becoming overwhelming. Give people something interesting to discuss with you. Passion provides substance for conversation and demonstrates depth of character that goes beyond surface presentation. In Billions, notice how every powerful character has something they care deeply about beyond money. That passion makes them interesting and gives them internal motivation that others can respect. Detail number 30. The wisdom of continuous learning. Elite men remain intellectually curious throughout their lives. They read regularly, ask thoughtful questions, and seek to understand rather than to be understood. They admit when they lack knowledge and work systematically to acquire it. This intellectual humility combined with genuine curiosity makes you valuable in conversations. You bring insights because you are constantly adding to your knowledge base. Learning never stops for men of substance because they understand that expertise in one area does not excuse ignorance in others. Detail number 31. The grace of genuine helpfulness. When you help others or when people observe you helping others, your attractiveness increases automatically. Hold doors, offer assistance, be genuinely helpful without expecting anything in return or making a show of your generosity. This generosity of spirit demonstrates abundance mindset. You help because you can, not because you have to, or because you want recognition. Genuine helpfulness makes you the kind of person others want to be around and do business with. Elite men understand that true power is the ability to improve situations for others without diminishing yourself. Detail number 32. The sophistication of contextual fragrance. Beyond having one signature scent, truly sophisticated men understand that different occasions call for different olfactory presentations. A boardroom meeting requires different fragrance than a dinner date, which requires different scent than a weekend gathering. Develop a fragrance wardrobe, one for business, one for evening, one for casual occasions. Each should be high quality but appropriate for its specific context. This level of attention to detail demonstrates sophistication that goes beyond basic grooming into true lifestyle curation. Detail number 33. The power of minimalist body language. The most powerful men in any room often move the least. They do not gesture wildly, pace nervously, or adjust their clothing constantly. Their body language is controlled, purposeful, and minimal. Every movement should serve a purpose. Eliminate nervous habits, fidgeting, and unconscious adjustments. Your physical presence should communicate calm confidence, not internal anxiety. This minimalist approach makes your deliberate movements more impactful when you choose to use them. Harvey Specter exemplifies this perfectly. He never appears hurried, nervous, or out of control physically, which reinforces his mental authority. Detail number 34. The art of group silence mastery. In group settings, the man who speaks least often commands the most attention when he does speak. Learn to be comfortable remaining silent while others fill the air with unnecessary words. When you do contribute to group conversations, make your words count. Offer insights, ask meaningful questions, or add value that moves the discussion forward. This selective participation makes people more interested in your opinions because they know you only speak when you have something worthwhile to contribute. The most respected man in the room is often the one who listens most and speaks with precision. Detail number 35. The elimination of submissive language. Remove phrases like, "Sorry for bothering you," "I hope this is okay," and "excuse me for asking" from your vocabulary. These linguistic habits communicate submission and uncertainty. Replace submissive language with direct, respectful communication. Instead of "sorry to bother you," use "when you have a moment." Instead of "I hope this is okay," simply state your request clearly. Your language patterns shape how others perceive your confidence and authority. Make every word count toward building respect rather than undermining it. Elite men communicate with precision and authority while remaining respectful and professional. Detail number 36. The sophistication of wine knowledge. Develop basic wine knowledge without becoming pretentious about it. Know the difference between major wine types, understand how to order appropriately in different settings, and learn to discuss wine without showing off your knowledge. This knowledge serves you in business dinners, social events, and romantic encounters. It demonstrates sophistication and cultural awareness without requiring extensive expertise. The goal is competence, not expertise. You want to order confidently and contribute meaningfully to wine-related conversations without dominating them. Detail number 37. The authenticity of refined self-expression. All these details mean nothing if you are not genuinely yourself, refined and presented with intention. The most attractive quality in any man is his authentic self, elevated through consistent attention to excellence. Use these details to enhance who you are naturally, not to become someone else entirely. They should feel like natural extensions of your personality, not costumes you wear to impress others. Authenticity cannot be manufactured, but it can be developed and refined through consistent practice and attention to detail. Elite men are not perfect. They are authentically excellent. They take their natural personality and present it with precision, consistency, and style. These 37 details separate elite men from the invisible masses. They require minimal financial investment, but demand consistent attention and discipline. They appear simple, but transform everything about how you move through the world. The men who master these details do not request respect. They receive it automatically, because they are not loud, they are precise. And in the world of powerful men, precision separates the elegant from the irrelevant. Start with 7 details that resonate most strongly with your current situation. Master them completely before adding others. Consistency in execution beats perfection in theory every single time. These details are not suggestions for improvement. They are requirements for being taken seriously in sophisticated circles. Master them and watch doors open that you never knew existed. Ignore them and remain wondering why opportunities pass you by. Subscribe to Man of Elegance if you are ready to transform from ordinary to extraordinary. Leave a like if you understand that elegance is power, and power comes from mastering details that others overlook. Comment, precision over performance, if you are ready to implement these changes and join the ranks of men who are respected rather than ignored. Remember, fashion is not luxury, it is power, and power belongs to men who understand that excellence lives in the details. If you found genuine value in today's content and want exclusive access to advanced strategies for building unshakable presence and authority, consider joining our membership community for just $4.99 monthly. Click the membership button to become part of an elite group of men committed to excellence in every aspect of their presentation. Thank you for watching Man of Elegance. Until next time, remember that your attention to detail is your signature of distinction in a world of mediocrity.